And so, if we're going to reconnect with our S, which is the feminine within us, because S is feminine, we're told this in Oahspe, S as the entity, S, is a daughter of Jehovah, we're told in Oahspe. And Corpor is the son, and so this corporea that we have all around us here, that's sort of like Jehovah. We could consider that to be Jehovah's body, his physical body, and the spirit inside, or the S inside, the S. We have this as well. We have this outer realm, but we have this inner realm of S, this inner realm of spirit that we can be aware of. We are existing in it, whether we're aware of it or not. We exist within it, and it exists even right here in this very same space that corporea does. And it exists beyond where corporea is. By beyond corporea, we're talking about like in the planets that out in the solar system and beyond the solar system, and all that space between the stars, so-called empty space, or physicists say was filled with dark matter, unseen matter can be another name for that. And because that is the subtle, over here the subtle and the dark and the unseen, compared to over here you have the light and the seen and the overt, that which is obvious, subtle and obvious. We have that S within us. We have S within us as well as corpor, both the son and the daughter in us. And so in this day of Cosmon, we are to get to balance the two, but we're also to grow in S, because that hasn't been really cultivated much in the past, because most of humanity's past was spent on developing his corporeal body, his corporeal needs, his corporeal understandings. And so now is the time for his S growth and his S nurturance. And so we have to learn to turn inward. We have to learn to understand these things as far as Samoinas goes that come before man, those 11 conditions that are more subtle, more generalized than what man is, or more his sort of unformed elements, as it were, that came together to become man. We will learn about those. Mankind will, as we go continue on into Cosmon, into the Cosmon era. So that's all something that we can work on right now and develop within us through the faithist discipline. And we've mentioned this a few times: a vegan diet, and essentially the way that it's said in Oahspe, an herbivorous man and woman of peace. And so we can be herbivorous men and women of peace. And we have to learn how to do that. And one of the things is by putting away flesh food. Stop eating animal substance, because the animal substance nurtures and encourages corpor at the expense of S. And in Cosmon, we want it to be the other way around. We want to encourage S. We don't want to do it at the expense of corpor. No, we want to keep corpor healthy. But we don't need animal substance to do that. We know that because we can see the animal creation, and certainly they don't. There's so many animals, they don't need to eat meat. It's not necessary to eat any animal substance whatsoever. And as it turns out, it's very good for the S, for the spirit within. And so, as humanity goes forward, as mankind goes forward, we can help in that growth as well. We can help. It's helpful for everyone to live this virtuous lifestyle. It helps us to understand these conditions that we're going to go through, but not only that we're going to go through, but that humanity has been going through all along and will continue to go through and has gone through in the past. Because it's all a part of the creation of the Creator, the all-person of the universe. So, when we look and think about these things, we have 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and we call that 16, with man as the foundation, those things that we talked about earlier, putting it all together with what that means is it's the inner foundation, and the inner foundation, because it's the Ieios, number 5 up here, and if we look here at 16, that's the 5th one on the second row here, because we are just kind of repeating that. See, so we're the abstraction of that, but that's the lower abstraction. That's all higher than us. It's more subtle than what we are, than what man is. And so, but we can learn to know what it is, because we can look backwards and work our way backwards in our understanding and in our experiences, and so we can return to the soul that way. Well, okay, and so the inner foundation, which is 16, the Yotiya, and man's 5th pulse is that inner foundation. Because man as the foundation, right? So you have Gan 12, and the test is 13, or hope, the Uga, and the all highest. We know what is the all highest, and where up there amidst all this, where's the upright, where's the all, what is your all highest, what's your belief of what it is and all that. So that's the 3rd, and then the 4th one has to do with trust, and it has to do with the wind, and it has to do with the integration of all what it means to be man. And then that's the outer foundation, just like this is the outer foundation up here, 1 through 4, the O, the A, the O, the Esk, and the Isek. And then comes the start of the inner foundation, the Ieigo up here, and we have the start of our inner foundation here with Yotiya. And the abstraction of Yotiya, then, in relationship to all the stuff that we're talking about, or the objectification of it, is found in light. And so, the objectification of the inner foundation of man is found in light. And so all these things are connected as and all integrated, integral as part of one, as part of the cosmos, as part of reality, of the unseen. It's an explanation, an understanding of what is going on around us that was given to us through Jehovah's kingdom. So when we go forward then from 16, which is the inner foundation, to 17, which is the ideal or light, and then we get to number 18.